Wait, what's the date?
Hey, make sure you run this back so we know it's real.
Yesterday, I found a typewriter at Goodwill in a dark case in the back corner. It looked decrepit and old. I wasn't positive it was even gonna work. I was just buying it for a piece of art. Little did I know, this thing was gonna change the way I do everything. Sincerely, Kent. Hi everybody, my name is Ken Heckle, and yes, it's true, I found a typewriter at Goodwill for $20 yesterday, and it's so far been amazing, but it wasn't all happy. First off, this thing is like 30 pounds. It's insanely heavy. I immediately wanted to plug it in to see if it worked. This is an electric typewriter. I'll explain what that means in a bit. So I plugged it in and started typing, and to my surprise, it worked. Not like this. This is obviously it unplugged, but it worked. A fatal mistake that I made occurred just then. Yes, technically this thing did work, but what my little tiny, obviously I don't know anything about typewriter brain didn't realize was that there was something wrong. I know this now because of the hours I have spent on typewriter YouTube trying to fix this thing, but the action was broken. Let me show you what I mean. I go to press the first letter. Oh, it's amazing. Look at it. Look at how exciting it is. And then I go to type the second letter. It typed it right on top of the, and so the third, and then, in this moment, my heart sinks because I don't know anything about typewriters. I don't think you know anything about typewriters. Who knows? This typewriter is from the 1970s. I was born in 1996. I would have never crossed paths with one of these. Not only do I not know what's wrong, I don't even know what to look up to find out what's wrong. So now begins the most terrifying thing I've ever done, deconstruction. Yep, let's do it. So now the typewriter is taken apart in front of me, and I am absolutely 100% within I have just taken apart the remote control and I do not know how to put it together territory. You see, what I quickly learned is typewriters are not like modern tech. I'm not looking for a little button to push to reset the device. I'm not gonna find some missing unplugged wire here. This is a mechanical machine. When the spacebar isn't working, there are probably 10 pieces of metal connecting the spacebar to the top? I'm gonna flip this thing up and see if I can't start figuring stuff out. I don't even know what to grab because I feel like anything that I pull on is just gonna break the whole thing. Oh my God. Look at this thing. Let's follow the spacebar. Okay, we got movement over here. So the spacebar gets put, ew, gross. And something over here happens. So it seems we're rotating a bar. Oh, we got a spring moving here. That bar is connected to this spring, which slightly moves. Okay, so that spring, there's a second rod of metal there. Where does that piece of metal go? We're making way here. We're making way here. That piece of metal is connected right there. There's that piece of metal moving, and it's connected to this bar here, which comes across and is this. That right there is the action that is moving. That's not moving. I gotta fix that. So what I quickly learned is that I have no idea what I'm doing. But what I was able to start piecing together is that it actually wasn't anything mechanical. Now this is the part that blew my mind because there are actual strings inside of here. Let me show you. So there's a black string here and a white string here. The white string connects to something that way, but the black string is just connected to this disc. This disc is actually spring loaded. Black string is pulling the typewriter this direction. White string, which is a lot looser, is pulling it this direction. So commands that are happening on the keyboard are telling each of these to interact differently. There's also a bell. How amazing is that? That's the best part. What was wrong was this black string here was very, very loose. So all I did was tighten it up. As you can see here, retied the knot. I should probably cut this. The tension was fixed and the printer started to slide more gracefully. I invited Jamie down. We sat in front of the typewriter and wrote our first sentences. I'll read it to you now. October 24th, 2000 and I. Oh my God, where do I even begin with my frustration? There is no number one key. There is no number one. The numbers go from 2 to 0. 2 to 0. I'll explain it in a little bit, but let me read you this letter first. It was a cold and rainy night. We had no other plans, so we ended up at Goodwill. Jamie was perusing the clothing rack as Kent arrived to the text section. He didn't know what he was looking for, but there it was. Sitting on the shelf next to an old VCR was a typewriter. Did it still work? No one knows. Should he get it anyway? Is it worth the risk? Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. That's, and if you don't believe me, that's literally what we wrote. I may have written the second part, but that being said. So this leads me to part 3 of this video, which I think I'm most excited about. I now have a completely taken apart typewriter. Here's the case. The case is all made of plastic, and I happen to like customizing stuff. So let's customize my $20 typewriter in the most Kent way imaginable. Piece of metal that I took off the front I think is so cool, and I want to do something with it. What I really think could happen is, hold for a moment. We have this paper that goes with our printer that is actually just stickers for like return labels and stuff. It's literally like 2 centimeters too long. Oh, dang. Okay, well, if it can fit diagonally, then what I'm gonna do, get the measurements of this thing, bring it into Photoshop, and we're gonna create a custom one of these to then stick on. How cool would that be? You know, cut it out with an X-Acto. Will this work? I don't know. Okay, let's open up something in Photoshop to help us do this. So, 29 centimeters, 2.9 centimeters tall. So I think that for this design, I'm gonna just mimic as close as I can the actual one, and then change words, change just random stuff. Okay, so I think I've got it designed. What I am missing is the actual cutout that will probably go right there. But the reason that's missing is because instead of trying to line up a black box perfectly, I felt that I should just put the sticker on, flip the metal piece over, and cut the box out. We're gonna go print 8.5 by 11. We can just drag a PSD onto a PSD? Yeah, there we go. Let's just print it and see what happens. It's not printing this on a sticker, printing this on normal paper. All right, I'm gonna get my phone so we can look at this twice, but we are gonna now see if that metal piece lines up with this. Hopefully it does, because I don't want to do a ton of troubleshooting. Line up left side. Oh, we are about an inch short there. Okay, I mean, that's really fixable. Like, we just make it bigger. Certainly bigger. Let's line it up. Oh, it fits! Okay. Do I do the sticker now? No, I need to keep working, and then I'll do the sticker later. Ah, everything's painted black. Well, I want to X and slash this. Why? Because it's my pattern and I like to put it on my things. Why does that pattern exist? I haven't explained that to you yet. This is actually something I've thought about a lot because these X's and slashes started out as something, it started out as nonsense. I didn't know what it meant. I just liked the way it looked. But it really has become something for me. Not only does it have a very clear brushed aesthetic, not only are the X's and slashes something that I put on a lot of my clothing, it's found a deeper meaning because I've just carried it with me for so many years. And I want to just like throw this out there into the world. I was not an artist growing up. Well, maybe I was, but I didn't think I was. I didn't even know I was an artist until someone else called me one. That was the moment I realized, and that was like 2 years ago. It's a long journey to get to wherever you're going, and most of the time you don't know where it is that you're going. I just did this because I thought it was cool, but I carried it with me and allowed it to evolve. I never learned how to make art. No one ever taught me how to make videos. I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it until I'm at a place where I love the things that I make. And inherently that is my artistic style. So the lesson is just pick stuff up, start doing stuff. You'll find your way eventually. I know it sucks that it's not right now, but you know, trust me, we've all wanted it to be right now. Titanium white. Wait, that's Bob Ross's favorite color. Oh, this is gonna be a good day. Oh man. I just had a panic attack. So here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna talk about this. I need to, everything inside me is calling me and just telling me I need to write something on my typewriter. I don't know what I need to write, but I need to write it. So I'm not going to as aesthetically build my printer. I'm just gonna build it as fast as I can. I need to write. October 26th. I wrote a letter. Not to anybody, not for anybody, just a letter. Some things that I needed to say out loud that I'd never said out loud. Some things that I wanted to tell you, but I never knew how directly to tell you. Obviously, I've publicly gone through a lot on this channel, but I don't even see it as that. I see it as me sharing what it's like to be me. And these are my realities, whether those are good or bad. They just are. They just are. A profoundly beautiful moment happened right before I started writing. I'm going to show you this text message. I just thought about it right there. You see that face? That was me thinking about it. I'm going to show you this footage. One of you guys, a viewer of this channel, texted me. Look, you can see the text. Texted me a beautiful, loving text message about how my videos helped you. It was just an unbelievable sign. Just an unbelievable amount of good came out. And even though I went through something that was really hard, something good still came of it. I am profoundly lucky to have you all. I am profoundly lucky to be able to make videos. I absolutely love what I do. And I love myself. Here's the letter if you'd like to read it. I would ask that you'd pause and read it. I'm not going to leave it up for very long. If you don't want to read it, that's okay too. But it's just something that well, if you feel that you're a person who wants to read that letter, it's there for you. I feel amazing after getting this out. I feel so happy and joyful, and I'm ready to keep moving forward with my life. I feel as though this typewriter was a gift. I don't know from where, but it was. I thought I just wanted a typewriter to paint on it and have a cool creative video, but it ended up being one of the most cathartic ways to share something that was inside of me. An immediately physical transcription of me. It was spectacular. Thank you for watching. I'm very grateful for all of you who have supported me on this big, long adventure that I have been on. I feel lighter. I feel lighter. I upload on this channel every Wednesday. Something to mention, I mean, actually, it's good timing with this. I'm taking December off. I do this every year. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this every year. I'm just going to do me, and then I'm going to come back and love this even more. Season 3. Season 3. Wow. Okay, that's all. Finish that heart, follow your dreams, and I'll see you guys in a video next Wednesday.